A military marching band is a tradition as old as the military itself, often serving as music ambassadors to the base and community. For the 737th Training Group Drum and Bugle Corps, the road to becoming a musical ambassador is lined with flashlights, sweat, and military training instructors. Every 2 weeks, about 100 basic military trainees volunteer to become members of the elite 737th Drum and Bugle Corps during their 6.5-week stay at Lackland Air Force Base. Corps members go through the same arduous basic training as other trainees and are held to the same rigid standards. But instead of training to march at their own graduation parade, they're training to provide music for as many as 4 graduations during their time at Lackland. In fact, the Corps plays over 50 basic military training graduations and retreat ceremonies, as well as numerous community and civic events during any given year. Those few selected to perform this unique mission for the Air Force while in basic training are typically standouts in their own right.
Most of the trainees that we see are the best in all of BMT because they are highly motivated and they want to be here. So we don't have any type of discipline problems because they like this building, they like performing, and they're not doing anything that is different per se than any other training and basic training. They're doing something unique because they are playing musical instruments and performing at ceremonies that everybody wants to hear a band at.
The trainees in the Drum and Bugle Corps will learn at least 8 songs during their 3 to 6 hours of allotted practice time they receive each week. Having to learn the songs and maintain the ever-present basic military training standards require more than just musical ability and skill.
Allow them to understand that they can do this, that when we teach them core values about integrity first and excellence in all we do and service before self, we ask them to give their service for their self and basically teach them how to do the music and do it well. We primarily teach them discipline. We want them to be disciplined enough in the band. We have several occasions when we go off base that most people think that we might be even the band of the West or any other professional Air Force band because of our discipline. They see the discipline in the trainees and they already think that we're a great sounding band and we haven't even played a single note for them.
For members of the Corps, being part of a tight-knit group for all of basic military training allows them to discover or even rediscover a talent that may have been forgotten, while building upon the teamwork and self-confidence it will take to succeed in the Air Force. 23-year-old Airman Ian Christensen, a Contra player from St. Petersburg, Florida, enjoys being part of something bigger than him.
I enjoy the camaraderie, I really do, and just the whole experience, being part of such a tight-knit group of people. The military in its own is tight-knit, but especially the Air Force, and here at BMT you have to be. We have a wingman concept. You can't get through this on your own. There's no possible way. You can't even get through it with 2 or 3 other trainees. You need a whole flight, and your brother flight or sister flight, and everybody around you. The Air Force, every person in the Air Force needs one another. That's how it is. I love the camaraderie.
Airman Lana Corsten, an Air National Guardsman from Sunfield, Michigan, discovered a lot about herself while playing bugle for the Corps.
I really didn't know exactly what I was getting myself into, but after being here and hearing what everything's about, and you get out on that parade field and you're like, wow, I'm awesome. And I'm not trying to be like full of myself or anything, but it just feels good that you're the only band flight out there and that you're the ones that sound good and you're the ones playing for the graduation. And yeah, it's pretty surprising.
The culmination of each week of hard work is the opportunity to display their musical skills as they march side by side with those airmen who are about to graduate. Every drum, every bugle, every tuba, polished and in tune with each other. Every trainee and every airman is equally polished and in tune with each other, their upcoming careers, and their life. From Lackland Air Force Base, I'm Technical Sergeant Jeff Clapper.